everyone at a new video. We are now at the Rainbow Mountain. It is one of the most popular touristic places. It's a must visit in Peru. And of course Machu Picchu is the most important touristic place to just see it and embrace it. But the Rainbow Mountain can be placed on second place. And in collaboration with Peru Majestic Travel, I am now here to showcase why is the Rainbow Mountain so special. We all know that in South America there are a lot of mountains, but this is just very funny because of all the colors, and it's just a once in a lifetime experience to see this. Hope you guys will all enjoy this video. Have fun watching! Visiting the Rainbow Mountain, you have to be an early bird, at least just for one day. I woke up at 4 a.m. and the tour bus picked me up from the hostel at 4:40 a.m. We all woke up this early because it takes about 2 hours of driving to the town Tintinco, where we had our breakfast. Extremely cold in the morning, so I was glad that we had a bonfire at the breakfast place, but be prepared that the weather can be changing. The breakfast is included and you will also get options.
Friends, I'm going to explain about the breakfast. Potatoes, okay? Little potatoes, and it's egg with vegetables. We have a cheese, cookies, and typical bread. It's called chuta bread, and apples, like a cake.
Yes.
We have a papaya juice, chocolate, hot water, coca leaves, and as well coffee.
Yes.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I think that's all.
Yes. After the breakfast, we drove to the starting point of our hike to the Rainbow Mountain. Prepare for the altitude. The biggest mistake anyone will make for Rainbow Mountain is to underestimate the altitude and its impact. If you've heard anyone else say how much they struggled on the walk or how terrible they felt, then it's almost certainly because they didn't understand or prepare correctly for altitude sickness. The entire walk to Rainbow Mountain's main summit viewpoint takes place at high altitude, starting at around 4,600 meters, and its summit is at 5,200 meters above sea level. This level of altitude is no joke. If you have just arrived in Peru or have traveled directly from Lima to Cusco the day before, then your body will not be used to these conditions. Namely because of the thin air and lack of oxygen this high up. In short, Rainbow Mountain should not be your first hike from Cusco, and if you do the tour, we would not recommend doing it within the first 48 hours of arriving in Cusco. There's a reason tour companies have to carry oxygen, and you don't want to be the person to find out why halfway through the trek. Peru Majestic Travel will provide you with walking sticks to make your trek more durable. Every day, dozens of horsemen seen in their fanciest, vibrant traditional clothing will be waiting at Rainbow Mountain with horses to take people along and up part of the trail for a fee. One-way horse ride costs $6, which is equivalent to $1.8 US. 5,200 meters of altitude is no joke, so make sure that you always put your health on number one. Rainbow Mountain, which is also known as Vinicunca, Montaña de Siete Colores, and Montaña de Colores, is a new touristic attraction. It didn't exist until 2015. The mountain had of course always existed, but its most famous feature was hidden for centuries under thick layers of Andean snow and ice. And then most likely due to climate change, it gradually melted away. Instead of a wake-up call to worrying environmental shifts, the region of Cusco instead discovered it had yet another world-famous tourist attraction to add to its already lengthy list. The first guided tours to Rainbow Mountain started in January 2016. And Peru Majestic Travel was the first that offered this tour. Famous striped colors vibrant in the sunshine are largely due to weathering and mineral deposits. Red coloration of sedimentary layers often indicates iron oxide rust as a trace mineral. Sediments that are iron-rich will change when exposed to oxygen and water. This, in combination with uplift and drift and crustal shortening, has tilted the sedimentary layers on their side, exposing stripped stratigraphic intervals. This, in combination with uplift and drift and crustal shortening, has tilted the sedimentary layers on their side, exposing stripped stratigraphic intervals. Different coloration is due to different environmental conditions and mineralogy when the sediment was originally deposited and subsequently diagenetically altered. Introduction of goethite or oxidized limonite will introduce a brownish coloration to sandstones. The bright yellow coloration could be due to iron sulfide as trace minerals within the pore cement. In addition, chloride will often color sediments varying shades of green dependent on diagenetic history and concentration. As your eyes scan the many layers of Peruvian painted mountain, you're seeing millions of years of history and all the complexities that are associated terrain. Understanding the environmental and geologic conditions that form the rock units we see today is one of the key building blocks of geology and allow us to better understand our world long before humans walked this green earth.
Amazing rainbow mountain. I went to the top. It was 8 kilometers. The altitude was very high, but I made it.
Hike to the viewpoint is perfectly manageable. The part that some of you may be most concerned about due to the altitude is the trek to the main viewpoint. The good news is that it really isn't far away and will cause no issues for many. This height above sea level, literally everyone will feel a little breathless at the beginning and unless 10%. But if you regularly exercise and have acclimatized, it really shouldn't be anything you can't manage at a steady pace. The trail is easy to follow and our tour guide Edgar managed to make sure that everyone could make it to the top and did everything possible to help.
Started at the starting point, ground zero. Then we had to hike all the way up to see this mountain. So it's just an adventure. It's not like, oh, you are getting dropped off and you can see this mountain. But it's like a 1.5 hour hike. And it is really tough. You get some less oxygen and it's very important to drink water. It was just so cool because you will also see the Red Valley and then you get at the top and you will be very proud at yourself that you see this mountain. And we are going next on to the Red Valley.
We can now choose the main courses, and over here we have some potatoes, and here is some green rice, just some chicken,
And we have avocado, some salmon, garlic bread, and I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like vegetable cake or something, but I will ask the tour guide.
A question for you. How many colors could you see in the mountain? Or how many colors do you think there are in the mountain? 7. No. Other answer? 10. No, my friends. Really, in the mountain, yes, there are 4 main colors. Yeah, red, yellow, blue, green. But it's possible to see others. For example, purple, pink, dark gray, and sky blue and others. Okay? That colors in the mountain is due to the presence of minerals. Okay? In the mountain we have golden, sulfur, aluminium, iron, copper, and other minerals. Okay? As well the ear. The ear of the llama is more longer and has a cube like a banana. But the ear of the alpaca is more short, straight, and fun. Okay? All the different as a mouth. Yeah, the nose of the llama is more longer than alpacas. Okay? All the different is the neck. Yeah, the neck of the llama is more longer than alpaca. Has all the different. The back of the llamas, yeah, is straight, but the back of the alpaca has a curve like this. Always like this. Vicuña is always like this, like the orange. Okay, this is a guanaco, llama, vicuña, and alpaca. Okay, and the local people used to alpaca wood, and in this case, it's called fiber. Okay, the wood of the vicuña is called fiber because it's more luxury. In the mountains, possible to see vicuña sunbathe, not every day. Yes.
Thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time. Goodbye.